Most violinists practice way too hard, and they still can't play the right notes on the violin. I definitely couldn't, until I studied 800 books and what the best violinists worldwide did. It completely changed my playing, allowing me to play the most difficult pieces with perfect accuracy, while playing in front of more than 1 million people. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can use this simple approach to instantly transform your violin playing forever. And the first step is to have a pro hand placement. This is super important. The issue with most people is that they do way too much movement with the left hand. It's not optimized at all. And because of that, it's very difficult to remember where the notes are and to find them. In opposite, if you look at the best violinists worldwide, like for example Heifetz, you will see that all their movements are super optimized, with their fingers staying super close to the fingerboards and not any unnecessary movements. And at the end of this video, I will show you the exact exercises you should practice every day that we teach our students in the Violinacademy. But first, let's have the best posture. You will need to let the violin rest on your thumb, like that, instead of squeezing it between your thumb and index finger. For that, do first a V, put it under the violin and feel like you can lift the violin with it. And then a very good exercise is to do a movement like shifting. You should feel that it's free and you can move the hand without any tension. Then step 2 is to keep the finger close to the fingerboard. For that, the first thing you will do is to rotate your hand so that your fingers come above the strings. You should see your finger completely aligned above the string. And this should be done without tension, really just by rotating the hand and the arm. The goal here is to have the finger naturally staying between 10 and 15 mm above the strings. Here, something very important that I did wrong was to have the hand too low, orientating it on the first finger. Instead, you want to put first the fourth finger on the string, and to feel that is easy to play, stable and a little bit rounded. And then only put your other finger on the strings. Instead of starting with the first finger and then putting all the other fingers and having the fourth finger being completely stretched. Here, a very good exercise you could do is a simple one string scale like you can see here. What you want to test with this exercise is that you can play every note by moving only the finger, like that. Here, I moved only the finger from the knuckles. What you don't want to see is that you are moving the hand like this, or moving the arm, or the wrist, or anything. You really want to see that everything stays the same and that you move only each finger from the main knuckle. Then step 3 is to do the same on every string. Here, a big mistake is by string crossing to start bending the wrist to play the E string or the G string, changing completely the position. What you want to do instead is to move the elbow for every string so that you can keep the exact same finger and hand position for each and every string. The best way to practice that is this scale we give our students in the level 6. It's just a complete scale in one complete position. Let's look at my elbow. And when I come back, same hand position every string. By the way, if you're an adult beginner and want to learn to play the violin beautifully, we are organizing a free violin masterclass. You can register with the link below this video. Now, step 4 is to leave the fingers on the string. The problem is that when you lift your finger the whole time, it's very inefficient and very difficult to play the right note, and very difficult to play fast. So the less movement, the better. For that, let's come back to our one string scale. Here, like you can see, I wrote exactly where and how long you need to leave the fingers on the string. That means we will play that like this, and not like that. Sometimes you will see that professional violinists do leave the fingers, but that's actually when we are doing vibrato or shifting. But most of the time you want to do like that. Then step 5 is to articulate the fingers clearly. That will give you real clarity and security in the left hand. For that, there are two types of articulation. The finger going down on the string and lifting the finger to play the next note. You need to practice both. And the most difficult one is lifting the fingers with speed. One of the best ways to practice that is without the bow, just doing like this. You should hear some sound from your finger hitting the string, and then from your finger leaving the string quickly. So for our scale, that will be like this. Then step 6 is to let the hand completely relax. The problem most of the time is that we are too tense. And because of that, it's very difficult to be accurate and to move the finger fast. For that, you want to start feeling the left hand. Really focus on feeling what is tense. That means I close my eyes and I will feel like where is it tense. It could be, for example, on the thumb, the muscle of the thumb, or in the middle of the hand, or anywhere. But focus on one single spot. And then try to relax this one spot completely. And then step 7 is to practice all kinds of scales. The main issue here is that most people don't do enough left hand exercises or always repeat the same exercises. First, you want to do one string exercises, but on every string and with the 4-finger pattern. Like that, like that, like that, and like that. Here are some we give our students. For example, here on the G string, and here with a different finger pattern on the A string. Then, very important are string crossing. Here are a few more examples from level 2, focusing on the string crossing with the 4th finger. Like for example this. Because we all know how difficult it is to do a string crossing with the 4th finger. And then later on, instead of doing only like one octave scale, do a lot of different exercises. Here what we do in level 3. With the scale of thirds and arpeggio. In all major tonalities. And then you want to move to complete position exercises. But here the same, we don't want to do only the scale, we want to do some other exercises like the scale of third, arpeggio, and chromatic scales. Do that and you will see huge progress.